Welcome to the January 2020 United Federation Presidential Candidates Debate. Today we have Mr. Calvin Petri, the Senator for Groom Lake and the Secretary of the Navy.
Hell yeah.
Facing off against Mr. Caden Schwartz, the former president of the FWR and the Senator for Arstotzka.
And me!
Yeah, he's not being asked any questions. Okay, so if you gentlemen are all right with it, I think we will start with a coin flip for who gets the first question.
Tails, because tails never fails.
Calvin wants tails. Schwartzy, you okay with heads?
I always love the head.
Nick? Heads. So it looks like Schwartzy getting the first
you didn't
question.
show the coin flip on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got on camera. It's fine. All right. So,
Didn't even just immediately heads.
Caden.
Yes.
The Federation is a member of both the Prairie Union and SPATO, SPATO. These organizations have been critical in our survival and our growth as a nation. However, they do often limit our ability to act independently. As president, what would your policy be towards the Prairie Union and SPATO?
I feel like the policy for the Prairie Union and SPATO is decent enough and good enough as it is right now. So I believe it allows the Federation to help its allies, and it also helps the Federation grow. And even though that may hurt its independence, I think the good aspects of it outweigh the bad aspects of it.
And Senator Petri, your response?
I believe the Federation is already pretty independent as is, and changes would probably just be minor quality of life things. You can look over this question, John.
Okay, so this one is for you, Senator Petri.
Yeah.
In recent months, we have seen the Federation's military size be decreased in both the Navy and the Air Force. While many see this as a push away from a strong defense, others say that the fleets are so advanced that the need for a large number of planes is now obsolete. As Commander-in-Chief, what would you do to assure our citizens that our military is up to spec, and what is your opinion on the military developments?
Nipples!
If you crafted gold tool,
That was perfectly timed.
Could that be inadmissible as evidence? So, I'm not really certain about how planes are going right now, but I'm pretty sure we don't need that many more numbers, but some things we are kind of struggling on. I'm being really vague right now. I'm being really damn vague.
And as president, what would you do about it?
I guess just pump some more out. I don't know how to, but regulated pumping.
That's what she said.
And Mr. Schwartz, your response?
All right. I do believe that if the technology is advanced enough, we do not need mass quantities of planes and or ships. But also, I feel like that technology, where we could do that, is not 100% there right now. So we should kind of keep the Navy and Air Force strong for the time being until we are there.
All right, Mr. Schwartz, this next question is for you. On the same category of SPATO and the Prairie Union that we mentioned earlier, as president, is it 100% assured from you that an attack on one is an attack on all, and that you would initiate collective defense if one of our allies was attacked?
Absolutely.
No questions asked.
No questions.
Senator Petri, your opinion?
Yes.
Yes
No.
to what?
There are both
The question.
They're both
The question.
Okay, Calvin, this one is for you.
Yeah.
On the topic of the economy, while the Federation's economy is extremely successful, currently the largest in the Sun Prairie nations, the Despot economy is only 1 point behind ours. How would you, as president, handle the economy?
Inflation.
Yeah. Let's just no. I guess stronger bonds with foreign countries, economy-wise. If we bring up their economy a bit as well, ours will overall get stronger.
I want to tell Caden, but I also want him to
And
die.
Mr. Schwartz, your response.
All right. So I feel the Fed is
Build
in
mega
first
ships
place.
that waste money.
Dude, shut up.
The Fed is in first place, which is very good. And you said how DESPA is only 1 point behind. I don't see that as something huge because the Federation should not be competing against its allies. It should be cooperating with them. And if DESPA remains a strong ally of ours and gives more points and gains more points ahead of us, that's a good thing. We should help them stay like that. But we should also make sure that our people are happy with that too. Make sure that we also have enough money to sustain ourselves.
Right. Yeah. Do you
Can
have
you-
any response to that?
actually canceled.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I do.
I didn't hear like half of what he said because this part of the table over here just
Yeah,
being
you
loud.
might want to be.
That
The Federation prides itself on its continual ability to add new states to the Union, from the original 9 to the 39 that we have today. What would your administration's process be on adding new states?
it's towards me. I'm adding new states. I mean, I'm pretty happy
The
with
raccoons have
it
chainsaws.
as it is.
No,
It's,
no, no, no. The
it's
beavers
not
have chainsaws.
like too much of a hassle right now. Like we still are seeing like states go up all the time. I honestly don't think I'd change much with that aspect.
And Mr. Schwartz, your response.
I think more states is a good thing because it would allow more direct control of those territories. And it also allows for more strategic use of the
I'm
Fed's
about to
territory.
kill like 12
For example,
alligators
when
with
I
a
was
fridge.
president of the FWR, John asked me to purchase part of Milwaukee, and I agreed with it because I knew it would help out the Fed extremely, especially with the war that was coming up at the time.
So, should the colonies, the areas outside of the main Sun Prairie block, have any chance of becoming states? Or is it too lofty for the areas that are so far away from the main federation?
I don't believe that they should be out of the question for becoming states. I think within reason. Like obviously, you probably should if you had a territory in Germany or somewhere like outside of the state possibly. Maybe that shouldn't become a state. But I
Whose phone
believe
is this?
if it's Ryan, if you weren't to interrupt me, that would be great.
Sorry, I just took a whole bunch of pictures on there of John, and like now Monday has some
Alright.
stuff gone.
Okay.
I mean, mainly this though, so the table too.
But
Okay, please stop interrupting, Ryan.
but if the territory is in Wisconsin, I think it should be eligible for state.
And Senator Petri, your response.
I mean, I don't think maybe it should be a bit harder because it can be a bit over centralizing to just like go out somewhere on a trip and then just make your territory like the size of the entire state of like Ohio. But other than that, it's fine.
Okay, this is our last question for the debate. Otherwise, then I'll let you two ask questions for each other.
Oh,
And so this is a question for Senator Petri. With the High Command and the State Council being both very state-centric and no population distribution taken into account, what would your administration do with these branches? Some people would argue that the Union has many small nations inside, and so each state should have equal representation. But others say that this undermines the people's mandate.
I think that making it harder to like establish far away states would kind of would be not fix but be a part of the helping of oh my god, my words are failing me. I'll be a part to help like representation because I don't know. Yeah.
So to be clear, Senator Petri, as president, would you support reforming one of those two houses to be population mandated or not?
I don't think it'd be population mandated. No.
And Senator Schwartz.
I basically agree with most of everything what Calvin said. on
Yeah!
that.
Woo!
I do not think that the population should mandate that.
If I ever said anything wrong, it's because John made me go twice in a row.
That's what she said.
I'm here.